The second episode of Doctor Who in the first season was the end of the world. That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good episode. I really don't have a lot of complaints on that one. Just a couple of things that just kind of, were a little unimaginative. I thought it was just kind of. I felt like we're just toned down, for the sake of your generic audience. One of the things that I liked about that was the steward guy, the blue alien. I mean, it was pretty neat looking. It looked like it was well thought through. Some of the things that I didn't like, though, was one of the things is like right at the beginning of the episode, like when they're looking out through that viewport and Earth looks like it does today, and Rose says something to the doctor like, I thought the continent shifted or whatever, and the doctor says he says, yeah, they moved because of evolution or whatever, but then they moved them back. Okay, that's stupid. Why would you do that? Why would they move? It's one thing. If it wasn't bad enough that it makes no sense to move the continents back to a previous position, just for the sake of the Earth getting destroyed. But he called it the classic Earth. Why out of billions of years of evolution would they pick 21st century Earth as classic Earth? And it's just it was obvious that it was done that way, so that channel surfers could relate to the TV show. It was just if they did it any other way, if they picked, say, the 51st century as classic Earth, then it would be over their heads and they wouldn't get it. So it was just I thought that was a little overboard, And the other thing that I didn't like about that was this whole when they started wheeling in all these artifacts and stuff from Earth, everything that was everything that they put in there was from what we know about Earth so far. They had that jukebox, they called an iPod, and then there was the other, I forgot what the other one. Cassandra brought something else in there. I forgot what it was. But they were both things that we had really seen before. There was nothing from. I mean, you got to think how much time is between the 21st century and the time the Earth burns up. There's a lot of time there, so there's plenty of time to why don't they bring a real iPod in there? Or why don't they bring a phaser or something, or something out of because I mean it didn't make sense to me that all of the artifacts from Earth just happened to be from Rose's time period. Everything that was symbolizing classic Earth was Rose's time period, her home time period. Why of all time periods would that be classic Earth? That makes no sense to me. But and then the other thing is, and the music they played on the iPod, both songs were songs that we know. And the first song was Tainted Love. That's kind of an 80s hit, one of my favorites. But the other one was, I want to say it was Britney Spears. And they were just both songs that were taken out of modern, the modern day world. Why couldn't somebody just imagine for a second, okay, the first song is going to be a song that people know, the next song is going to be something that we haven't heard yet because it's in our future, but it's to these people it's something in the past because it was billions of years ago, but no, he didn't think to do that. Everything that had to be classic Earth had to be stuff that we could relate to, that we knew about, and I felt like that was just a lack of imagination on his part, because I know it was probably toned down for the sake of the channel surfers, but I mean this is science fiction. It doesn't matter what you do, it's just people aren't gonna care, if it's green bunny rapids jumping around with dealy bobs coming out of their heads, people aren't gonna care. They're not gonna care, they're not, because they don't know any better. It's science fiction. You don't have to make it understandable to be entertainment. And then the only other thing I didn't like was how Russell T Davies kind of had this comedic approach to aliens. Like I said, the blue alien, the steward was great, and I thought the tree guys were pretty neat. But there's this one scene where this little alien comes rolling up on this little chair or whatever, and he's just this big pudgy blue thing, and it's just and his gift to the Doctor then was spit.